I've always been very involved in my community, whatever that community is. I started seeing the needs of my own community, and a big part is want to preserve their culture, their identity, and they didn't want to...
Why do you want to be in Utah government and House of Representatives? What made you make that decision? And tell us a little bit more about your journey. There's a lot of young people that want to make change in their communities and probably don't have an idea how to get into that, and that's probably maybe off-putting, like the whole process maybe, or like how was your journey? So first, like why? And then how?
So for the why, a big part of it is I've always been very involved in my community, whatever that community is. I have held board positions in the legal community. Currently, I'm still on the leadership board for the BYU Law Alumni, where I graduated from. I've been in different leadership committees that I got out of in order to be able to run for office.
Right. Time commitment? Any conflict of interest? Or is that not?
Not really. I mean, depending on the board. I mean, a lot of my boards were like legal ethics type stuff or litigation section, stuff like that. We were just looking more of how do we improve the practice of law and ethics. A lot of those don't really come into play for what I would be doing as a state legislator. So the why, I started seeing the needs of my own community. Our community is unique. There's 5 metro townships. They only exist in Salt Lake County, and my district has 3 of them. And that's recent law, that's 2015. And a big part is want to preserve their culture, their identity. And they didn't want to be a city and have the added taxation level for that. But they also didn't want to be incorporated into another city and lose more land and more of their rights. And so this is a way to kind of preserve those boundaries. I've had conversations with both people that are members of the community or people in the office that have questions that there's some practical ambiguity in the statutes. Part of my job as an attorney that focuses on state and local government law is looking at those things, finding out where those ambiguities are and how do we fix those so it's clear, is it the county or is the metro township that has those responsibilities? And sometimes there were things that are not contemplated that come up, and it's working with those leaders and helping make sure that state law is clear that allows them to kind of govern their metro townships better. And so I figured that with my skill set, I would be able to help provide and fill that need.
Thanks for listening to the Adrian Sinclair Show. You can find previous episodes on the Apodcast multi-channel network at apodcast.com. You can also stream this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Podbean, and other audio platforms. And if you subscribe to our weekly newsletter, you'll get convenient short summaries of podcasts you may have missed. So check it out. And lastly, please support us by sharing our episodes on social media. We really appreciate it. Thanks.